I guess we'll get one of those once we whatchamacallit, once Agumon goes best champion. Bah, the numbers were against me. Next time I won't lose. That jerk spouts off some excuse and then takes off. You think? He still seemed to be pretty strong to me. I kinda feel like he let us off easy. Well, I don't like it. So he didn't think us worthy of fighting in earnest. You mean, you think he's actually even stronger? Are monsters going to keep attacking us like that from now on? I hate to think what it would be like if he came at us for real. Takuma! Are you alright? You look pale. Sorry, I guess I got lost in my own thoughts. What kind of thoughts? If I say I'm worried we won't beat Agumon next time, it might bring everyone down. I'm sure they're already nervous about it. Maybe I should say I'm sure we'll win. Then again, maybe that's irresponsible. To be honest, I hope he's someone we never have to fight again. Next time we meet Garurumon and his allies, we can totally take them. Don't you think that's a little overly optimistic? That depends, asshole. Do we train? If we train, which we will, if we train, then we can take him. I'm telling you right now, viewer, next session, like the next time we do story progression, I will not record this. I will do it off recording, but between recordings, I will grind every mon up to 100. Well, not everyone in my whatchamacallit, in my possession right now, but all of the story mons and Ralmon and probably Biomon, just in case. But you know, I'll grind as many mons as I can and feel like up to 100. Why? Because I want to make the fights trivial, even more so than they already are. I think it would be funny. No, definitely not. I'm sure if we all work together, we'll be fine. That's hardly very convincing coming from you. You slow us down more than anyone. Shut your whore mouth. But you know what? I do feel more like maybe things will work out now. What reason do you have for saying that? Oh, nothing specific, but hearing Takuma say it makes me think that maybe it's true. Ah yes, I can understand that. It's likely due to Takuma's natural charisma. I wasn't expecting for anyone to say anything like that, but I guess I can roll with it. I think it's important to stay positive. At least that's better than getting discouraged. That's better than getting encouraged. Yeah, maybe. It's weird, but just saying it out loud makes me think that maybe we can do this. Well, things were touch and go for a while there, but thanks to you, we're saved. It's been quite eventful since her rowdiness arrived, but you protected this place well. Thank you for that, human children, and our good queen. I'm not really a queen. Just call me Mew. Oh, then will you be leaving here to travel with your brother and his companions? Yeah, is that okay, Kaito? It's more than okay. I'm glad to have you back, Mew. And obviously, I will be going with Mew as well. Of course! Even if I'm done being queen, I'll never be done with you, Sakamon. Isn't this great, Kaito? Practically all you've ever talked about is how worried you were about Mew. Now you can actually be a character. While I am her brother, what do you expect? I really am glad we were able to rescue Mew. I guess that takes care of that. Ready to go back, everyone? Go back where? Oh. Back to the school. I mean, it's the closest thing we have to a home here. Yes, that's as close as it gets. Sobering moment for everyone. When I said we should go back, I only meant we should return to the school. But it wound up being a reminder that we still can go back where we really belong.
Why does everyone look so sad all of a sudden?
They can't help it. Aoi and her friends want to go back to their real homes. Well, it would seem you all go long to return to the world from which you originally came. I can read, sometimes. Of course we do. I mean, maybe my life wasn't perfect, but even I want to go back. But how can we? Saki, please don't look so sad. I'm sorry, Floramon. It's just, I can't help it when it comes to this. Since ancient times, the children from the human world have sometimes found themselves here. Apparently, upon certain occasions, the border between our two worlds grows thin. What's that supposed to mean? Is it like a door that normally stays shut occasionally swings open? Yes, I suppose that might be another way of putting it. So you think we may have wandered into this world while the border was thin? Well, you may not have simply wandered in. You may have been brought here. What? But who would bring us here, and how? You mean Saki and her friends were kidnapped away from their world? Oh, Kamikakushi. Since the Digimon are thought of as Yamanogami anyway, Kamikakushi would make sense. I guess. I don't know, I don't exactly remember being dragged here. Maybe it wasn't anything special. Maybe we got drawn in, or something. That could be it. After all, this world is nothing like our own. Haru and Miyuki, what about you two? Do you remember anything about how you got here? No, not a thing. Not a thing. Oh, okay then. I guess all we can say for sure is that other children have come here before us. Before like us. Whatever. Based on what Jijimon told us, yes. From what the professor said, if this is the world from the legends of the Kemonogami, and lots of human children may have come here over the years. So what happened to those children? Where did they go? Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they come from? That night, Joe.
I've never seen any humans before you and your friends showed up, Takuma.
Yeah, me neither. But haven't we heard some monsters mention offering human children as sacrifices? I doubt that was just a wild guess or something. So has this kind of thing been happening for a long time? Ah, that'll be awful. Indeed. Those who kidnap children have been around for longer than I can remember. So you're saying human children have been coming here since the distant past? Only to be offered up as sacrifices by those things. As I understand it, they seek a way to save our world from the fog that is consuming it. In truth, every time those hands, which we call the Kenzoku, take in a human child, the fog lifts, the destruction ceases, and the space is swallowed up by the void return. What are you talking about? Human sacrifices, a fog that swallows things up. Right, I forgot you still know about the fog, even though we told you about it already. So what is it exactly? Nothing, you need to worry. It is way scarier than not really knowing what you're talking about, so just tell me. She has a point, Kaito. I think we should tell her what we can. Fine, but it's not like we know that much ourselves. All we know is if you get swallowed up by it, you're gone. Gone? What do you... Gone? What do you mean gone? Like you die? Why? That doesn't make any sense. This is what we've been trying... This is what we've been trying to tell you. This world is a very dangerous place. I didn't know anything about anything like that. Miu looks completely horrified, not that I blame her, having just learned about this. Honestly, I'm not sure I'm over it either. I remember the dark arms reaching for Yo. Countless kids got grabbed by those things. Why? What is wrong with this place? I don't get it. They offer up children and what? I'm afraid I can offer you no explanation. You might say it's the work of our God. However, there are of course many who object to such methods. Take myself for instance, or any here in the park. Sure, your partners feel similar.
You better believe it. I'm not about to let those losers get their hands on Takuma.
I feel the same way about Aoi. And that's how I feel about Kaito. But what you're saying is, all the kids who wandered here before, I can't imagine any of them survived. Were they all offered as sacrifices? As to that, I could not say. Human children do not appear often. Some are offered as sacrifices, others just vanish. They vanish? I hear in the past there were those who could pass between dimensions at will. Is that true? I'm telling you, I don't know any specifics. I've never left the bounds of this world. But yeah, that makes sense. If the legends still exist in our world, there must be kids who made it back, right? Oh yeah. You're right. Some kids may have made it back to our world, maybe even some monsters too. If you think about the fact that legends of the Kemonogami exist, that makes sense. In other words, depending on what happens, I could go to your world, Minoru? Hey, that sounds fun. I want to see what your world is like, Saki. So there may be a way back after all. Indeed. In fact, I might even recall something that may help you. This is something I once heard from a friend, who was consequentially also Jijimon. There's a technique some humans know that can tint the boundary between worlds. Using this technique, some children are able to return to the human world. My friend who told me about this saw the opening of the door between worlds with his own eyes. And they weren't just taken in by something like those strange ghostly hands? Indeed, apparently this was something quite different. But how would this friend of yours know the difference? Those who strengthened their bonds apparently gained a shared sense with their humans. They knew when their partner was, how they were feeling, and whether they still lived. So they could sense that their friends were alive and well on the other side of the door. Though apparently, this sense did not continue forever.
So this friend of yours didn't stay with the human child they're bonded with?
Wow, that was unintelligible.
So this friend of yours didn't stay with the human child they're bonded with?
Sounds like they didn't.
I wouldn't want to be separated from Takuma like that.
Agumon.
Oh, not that I'm saying I don't want Takuma to go home. If there is a way back, I want to go with Takuma to his world.
Yeah, I'd like if we could go back together. Now I understand everything, like I don't disagree with it. At the same time, imagine this. You are Takuma, you're like 13. You go to summer camp. You disappear for like a week. They don't know where you are. whatever. You come back. You go home. And you're like, hey, hey, pals, hey, parents. I know I disappeared for a week. No one knew where I was. I'm fine. Also, I brought a talking baby dinosaur with me. He is my friend. He lives with us now.